Ever feel like your Zapier automations are more zap and less ear due to pesky errors? You're not alone, and today we're diving deep into the common culprits and how to conquer them. First up, let's talk about syntax or formatting errors. These often pop up when a Zap doesn't understand the data it's receiving. Think of it like trying to put a square peg in a round hole, for example. If your trigger app sends a date in a weird format, and your action app expects a standard one, the Zap might break the fix. Carefully review the data fields in both your trigger and action apps to ensure they're compatible. Look closely at any custom fields you've set up, as these are common sources of these errors. Next are authentication or permission errors. These happen when Zapier loses its connection to one of your apps, or doesn't have the right permissions to perform an action. It's like your Zap forgetting its password, or not being invited to the party. To resolve this, navigate to the app connection settings within Zapier. You'll usually see an option to reconnect or refresh connection. Sometimes, you might need to log back into the app directly and review its permissions to ensure Zapier is authorized. Then we have data validation errors. These occur when the data sent to an action app doesn't meet its specific requirements. For instance, if a form field requires a number, but Zapier tries to send text, the Zap will likely fail. Debugging this involves checking the required fields in your action app's documentation or within the Zapier interface itself. You might need to add a formatter step in Zapier to transform the data into the correct format before it reaches your action app. Beyond these, trigger or action app issues can arise if the app itself is experiencing downtime or a bug. Zapier relies on these apps to function. So if they're having problems, your Zap will too. The best approach here is to check the status page of the affected app. Most services have one online if the app is indeed having issues. You'll likely just need to wait for them to resolve it. Keep an eye on your Zapier dashboard for any notifications about app-specific problems. Finally, consider logic or workflow errors. These are perhaps the trickiest, as they involve the intended flow of your automation. You might have set up a conditional step incorrectly, or perhaps your multi-step Zap has a flaw in its sequence. Debugging these requires stepping through your Zap, test by test, and meticulously examining the data at each stage. Zapier's built-in history tab is your best friend here, allowing you to review past runs and pinpoint exactly where the logic went astray. By understanding these common error types and approaching them systematically, you'll transform troubleshooting from a frustrating chore into a smooth and efficient part of building reliable Zapier workflows.